We will see in this video how you can manage courses and batches for an institute. You will find the option of managing courses and batches under Administration, Settings, and Manage Courses and Batches. If you are a K-12 institute, that means you have classes starting from kindergarten to grade 1 to grade 12. In that case, you might have set in the settings the institute type to be K-12. If you set this as the institute type, you will see that in the configuration, you will have manage class and batch instead of course and batch. Another change, if you are a higher education, that means if you have diploma, degree or certificate courses, and if you save this setting in general settings, you will see that in configuration, instead of class, you have course now. That is one major difference when you select the institution type from general settings based on your institution. Let's take this example when you are a higher education. In that case, you will use this link Manage Course and Batch to set up the courses and batches. So first we will go to Manage Course, and now let's understand what a course means in terms of higher education. In higher education, the example of courses would be diploma courses, degree courses, or certificate courses. These can range from 1 year to 4-year courses. Also, these can be split into years or semesters based on how you give examination details to the student. That means, how do you give the examination report cards? If you give the examination report card for each year, in that case, you will have to create yearly courses, depending on how many years you have. In this case, let's assume it is 4. In case you give it semester-wise, you will have to create semester courses. Again, that depends on the number of semesters. Let's say in this case, we have 8. So now let's take an example of a course of higher education and see how it can be realized in Fedena. Let's say there is a course which is Diploma in Fashion Design. So this is the course. There can be other courses, for example, Diploma in Biotechnology, and so on. These are the courses in Fedena based on if you're following the yearly system or the semester system, the courses names are changed. For example, let's say you're following the yearly system. In that case, you will have Diploma in Fashion Design as the course, followed by the name of the year. Now, for another year, you will have year 2. And so on, you will have till the end of the year that you have in this course. So, you will have the courses as these. Another example, let's say that you are not following the yearly system and you are following semester system. In that case, you will have Diploma in Fashion Design Semester 1 as a course. Another one will be Semester 2 and so on till the last semester, which can be Semester 8. So these are the example of the courses that you should create based on the actual courses that you have in terms of Fedena. Every course will have minimum 1 batch. Now let's understand what a batch is. A batch is a group of students that are studying this course. That means Diploma in Fashion Design Semester 1 will be studied by a group of students called some batch. Also, you can differentiate between batches. Let's say batch A, which is studying Semester 1, and batch B, which is another batch which is also studying semester 1. If you have such a system where you have more than one batch studying in the same semester, in that case, you can create those many batches inside a course. So here, let's take this example where we have Diploma in Fashion Design Semester 1 as a course. Inside this course, you can have one or more batches. So let's say there is a batch A which starts this year. So we can create this as a batch inside this course. Let's say there's another batch which again starts the same year, which is again studying semester 1. Let's say that there are 20 students in A batch and 30 students in B batch. In terms of Fedena, A and B batches will have everything same except the timetable. That means A batch of semester 1 can have a certain timetable, whereas B batch may have a different timetable. Like this, you can have numerous batches studying the same course for the year. For the next year now, again you will have semester 1, but you can name it in such a way that it becomes readable. You can say that A 2017 and B 2017 and so on. In case you have only one batch per semester, that means you have only one group of students studying in a semester having the same timetable. In that case, you need not have other batches. In that case, you can skip this prefix A. You can just say 2016 batch of semester 1. Next year, 2017 batch of semester 1 and so on. So this is how, for the higher education, we can create courses and batches. Now let's do the same in Fedena. So our course will be this. Let me copy this. So when I create it, I will put this there. And let's say that I have more than one batches in this course. When you open Fedena for the first time, you will see that there are no courses that are present here. It will be empty. You have to start creating the courses by clicking on New. Here, in the course name, as I said, we will give Diploma in Fashion Design followed by the semester. So this full is the name of the course. You can ignore the section name. It is not required to be filled in for higher education. You can put the code as any shorter form, or in this case, I'll put the same code as the name. So this is the code by which the course will be recognized. It has to be unique for each course that you create. Grading system can be selected. Since I have enabled all the 4 grading systems from the general settings, so I get to select one of them from here. So let's say this course follows GPA grading system. So I can select that. If you want the students of this course to be able to select their own subjects from a set of optional subjects, you can enable this. So after this, we will see how in this course you can add subjects. So there will be some mandatory subjects that the student has to study, and there will be some elective subjects. From the elective subjects, if you want that the student should be able to select his own subjects that he wants to study, you can enable this option. In that case, when you admit any new student into this course, he will get an email asking for the subjects that he can choose from a group of elective subjects that you've already created for this course. If you do not have any such option, you can disable it. Now, like I said, for every course, there will be minimum 1 batch. In this case, since I have more than 1 batches who are studying semester 1, of Diploma in Fashion Design, I will give A as a prefix or any meaningful name that you want to give, followed by the year to make it more readable. And since it is a semester system, the duration is generally 6 months, which I can select from here. So I can change it as per my requirement for the 6 months. And now you will see that this course is created. You will have only single course. I have already created many of them. So you see here. Otherwise, you will have like this: Diploma in Fashion Design Semester 1 will be the course. When you click on it, you will realize that A 2016 is the batch, but the actual batch name is always prefixed by the code of the course. That is why you will see here the code, which was same as the name, followed by A 2016, which is a batch. So this is how you can create a course with a batch inside it. So right now, for fashion design, I have only created one semester. I can create one more course by clicking on New, giving the name as Diploma in Fashion Design Semester 2 this time. I can give the same code. I can select the grading system. Also, I can have A 2016 if it starts in 2016. Otherwise, I can make it 2017 if it starts in 2017. One more thing, you are having here semester 1 as 2016. So you can give the same year. That means the students of semester 1 will be transferred to semester 2, but in the next year. But to make it readable, you can give it the same year. That means A 2016 students will get transferred to A 2016 only, but in semester 2. Here you can change the duration as you want it. So this will be an even semester. So it will be happening after semester 1. So accordingly, you can give the dates from here. So like this, you will realize that after I have created all the semesters, they will be showing here. Semester 1, semester 2, and so on for each course. So this was an example of one course. Like this, I will have a lot of courses: diploma in biotechnology, diploma in any other course. So you can create the same like this. Here, if it is yearly, you just have to change the semester to year and give the duration accordingly. Now, if you see in semester 2, again, I have the code of the course followed by the actual batch name. So this is how you are going to create the courses and a one batch inside it. I can create more than one batch by clicking on this new. So in our example, where we have more than one batch inside a semester, to create this new batch, I will go inside the course. So currently I'm inside this course, which is having one batch. When I click on new, that means I can create one more batch, give it the name B 2016, give the start and the end date. It will generally be the same year. So in this case, I will give here B 2016 and give the start and the end date, which will be parallel to A 2016. And if I have created subjects in A 2016 and I have set up the fees, then I can check these options. So I do not have to create them again, create the subjects and set up the fees again for this parallel batch. So here, if you see the details, you will have A 2016, B 2016, and you can create many more under the same semester. So like this, we can create multiple courses and batches. So this is an example of higher education. Now let's see example of a K-12 institute. So in general settings, the first step is to select institution type as K-12. And now you will realize that instead of course, I have a class. So class is equivalent to a standard or a grade. So you can call it a class or standard or grade or year, any nomenclature that is followed by the K-12 institute. So here, generally you will have the structure. For example, you can have pre-nursery, you can have kindergarten 1, you can have kindergarten 2, then you can have grade 1 through grade 12. So this is the structure of courses. So what is the meaning of class here? It is equivalent to what we have as a course in higher education, but we call it class in terms of Fedena. But you can again rename it to class or grade or standard or year or any other name that you want. So let's create these classes now in Fedena in terms of K-12 Institute. So again, I will go to Manage Class and click on New. Class name. So let's say you are creating Kindergarten 1. So you can give Kindergarten 1. A section here is again not needed. You can ignore the section part. The code can be again same, or you can have a shorter code. So please note that this code will be prefixed in the batch name. So that is why it is important. It has to be recognizable. Grading system, depending on how you grade the students or how you mark the students of this course, you can select that here. So let's say it is normal. If you allow the students of this course to select their own subjects, you can enable it. Only elective selects. And here batch. Again, if you have more than one batches, you can give A, B, C. Otherwise, you can just give the name of the year in which this class starts and the academic year for this class. So now when I save it, you will see that again, it will be coming here as Kindergarten 1 name of the course. When you click on it, you will see it will have KG1 A 2016. So this is the batch, again prefixed by the code that I had given. So this is about how you will create the classes. And now let me give another example. So let's say you have created pre-nursery like this, KG1, KG2. Now we will create grade 1. So let's say you have created grade 1. You can ignore the section, mention the code as G1 or any name that you want to see in the batch. Again, give the batch name as A 2016 if you have more than one. Code has to be unique for every course that you create. So in this case, let me give GR1 here. So now you will see that grade 1 along with the kindergarten will come. So if we open it, you will see that. So you will see that grade 1 will come here, and here is the code that we've given and the batch. Again, if I have to create a new batch, so here I will give B 2016 as another batch, and I can give the previous batch subjects, enable them, and the master fees, enable them. And I can save it. If I have done these settings for the previous batch, which was A, then they will get saved. So this is about how you can set up courses and batches for an higher education institute and a K-12 institute. Also, let's see one more thing here. Let's see how we can promote the students. So we have higher education and we have K-12. For higher education, I've taken this example, which is Diploma in Fashion Design, Semester 1, which is a course, and full batch, if you see, is A 2016. So this is one batch inside this course. So this is a full batch, and for K-12 the batch will look like grade 1 A 2016. So now if you have to transfer the students of this semester, Let's say they have completed this semester. So you are going to transfer it into another batch, which will be semester 2, A 2016. So this is the from batch and this is the to batch. It means transfer the students from semester 1 to semester 2 of the same year. That is why I was saying that we should give the same name of the year so that it is more readable. And in this case, it will be transfer the students from grade 1 A 2016 to, here again I'll have grade 2 A 2016. So here let's see the example of higher education. How are we going to transfer? Now in Fedena, the transferring of batch will happen when you go to configuration, manage course batch, manage batch. So in manage batch, on the top right, you will see this option of batch transfer. Now you have to select the from batch first. So from where do you want to transfer? So I want to transfer from diploma in fashion design semester 1. So this is the batch that comes. So you can transfer the students or graduate them. So you are going to graduate the students of this batch if this would have been semester 8 or the last semester, because you cannot transfer them further. That would be their last semester. So there are two options that are available: transferring the students to another semester or graduating the students. If you graduate the students, transfer certificate is generated. So that is one difference. Let's see batch transfer now. So from semester 1 A 2016, we are going to transfer the students to semester 2 of the same year. So semester 2 A 2016. So you can see all the batches are listed here. So where do you want to transfer them? So diploma in fashion design semester 2 A 2016. All the students will be listed. Currently, since I have not entered any students, it's a new batch, so it doesn't list. Otherwise, all the students will be listed and you will be able to check them and transfer them. So let me show you for another batch that where I have students, just a dummy batch. So you can see this is how it will come. So I'm transferring from semester 2, let's say, to some empty batch which I already have, or it can already have some new students, new admissions. So it need not be only empty. So here you will see all the students will be listed of from batch, and you can select the ones who have taken, who are eligible for the transferring, and you can save them. Once you save them, the same students will be appearing in this batch, which is a 2 batch, and the previous batch, which means the from batch, will become inactive. So a batch in Fedena will become inactive when there are no students in it. So if there is no student that you have left here, it means this batch will become inactive. It will stop coming in the drop downs, in the active drop downs. This is about how you can create courses and batches and how you can transfer students from one batch to another. In the same way, like we did for higher education, we can do the same for K-12. So in the next video now, we will see how you can create subjects for the batches that we've just created.